Now you're on record.
I call the meeting to order.
Before meeting right now, meeting order, but just for everybody to know, we will be recording audio and video for the meeting per IC code ICE 514-1.5-2.9.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from July 14, 2025.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have maybe several guests out there. Carl, you want to go?
Okay. I'm here to see if I can get Meridian Street vacated in Walnut North because it dead ends into our property. And we're on both sides of it around the end. And I have in an old abstract where the east half of that has already been vacated back in the early 1900s. And don't see anything at the courthouse that shows any of it's ever been turned back.
Oh, he's talking about here.
The only utilities that are on there are ours. And they told us when they moved the water meter the last time, we would be responsible for it anyway. The water meter hookup would be at the southwest corner of Meridian and Walnut. And the only other thing up through there would be like the cable. Our stuff comes in from the alley.
From your new house, it's at the southwest corner of your new house, the water meter.
The water meter is at the southwest corner of Walnut and Meridian. So it's clear down at the corner. It's down by across the street from stop sign. There are 2 meters there, one for the old house, one for the new house.
They're basically in the road almost.
Yeah, they pretty much are.
Yeah. I know they're down in here somewhere.
And
Is there a manhole in your
there
way
is,
back?
but the only thing that is actually hooked to the manhole is the sewer from the old house. The new house hooks in between, if you know anything about the corner there, where the big tree is, and the street, Walnut Street. It hooks in on that side of it. So it doesn't even go through that. I can't remember what Wendell probably been in there. That manhole in the corner of the driveway up there.
Yeah, because this is his.
All right, we raised that for you.
Yeah, you put a ring in there and put some gravel in.
So he wants this closed or this closed?
So the alley behind you, is that what we're talking about?
No, the street in front.
The street in front?
Yeah, because we already. I will show you.
Notice it's paved right here.
Yeah.
The pavement stops pretty much at the south corner of the new house.
Yeah, I've got
This
it.
is a big house.
Okay.
We own all this, all the way around.
That's
The
what
pavement
this told
stops
me.
here, and then it dead ends here.
Okay.
This already shows, this side already shows being vacated.
Okay.
So it would be closed from here, all the way back to here. The meters are right in this area for both, because it goes up and goes underneath the road.
So that's the southeast corner.
No, southwest.
Southwest. This is the eastern.
This is the east side.
Okay,
That's-
I wasn't
That's
thinking
the
your
old
property.
railroad right
I
away.
was thinking the southeast of your new property.
Oh, yeah, it would be the southeast
Yeah.
of that. Yeah,
That's where my brain was at.
yeah, but I couldn't tell you for sure, but I think the meters are actually on the other side of this street right away. And it actually shows this being vacated. I have stuff in the old abstract that shows that we don't have Walnut Street or this property.
I would say it doesn't show it here.
Not vacated.
Yeah. It's right here.
There's nothing there but grass.
I know, but it's still a pretend street.
Well, that's what it is. It's a pretend street. It ends.
It could be potentially be a street.
Well, where would it go? The dead ends into our
Pennsylvania.
property. Pennsylvania's over here.
No, we were talking about a different spot.
Oh,
If Walnut were to continue,
On
Street.
to
oh,
Pennsylvania.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this, I'm not worried about this part here. This
Right.
is what was.
I haven't looked at all of those things, but in order for him, it's the last time I got in trouble. I had all this printed up. This is, oh, I guess I didn't order this up. It wasn't a very good thing. He has to petition to vacate the property, and then we have to, I think we have to advertise it. Yeah, it's just a whole thing. And then we have to verify this at the courthouse and all of that, because it's a process.
Okay.
So this needs, because this is per our attorney, because she's, yeah, it's just a request to have it vacated. So you complete that, and then we have to have a public hearing and all of that.
Yeah.
So you could fill this out, give it to me. We can look at the property or look at the paperwork, and then I can schedule a public hearing, maybe for the next meeting. It has to be advertised in the paper 10 days prior to the meeting. Right. So
my first
That's
step
the
is
process.
to do this.
yeah,
Okay. And these are, this abstract is really all, but there's all kinds of mentions of this being vacated. That's probably one of them right there. That's one. But there's like half a dozen different times it's mentioned in there. And like I said,
do you have copies of those?
I don't, but I'll make them.
Well, we can make
Yeah.
them here. It's no big
Okay.
deal. Nicole, can you make? Would you mind making copies for me?
I think all these pertain to the Meridian Street. Cause there's a bunch of different
Well,
ones.
if not, I'll be able to learn something from about something else, right?
Yeah, yeah, well, like I said, it goes back, I think this abstract goes back into 1800s. It's got Highland glass on
Yeah, was it? Was it 18 something?
Look at me.
It's 18 something. Does anybody know when we were organized? It's 18.
Andy's not here.
Andy's on his way.
It's like 1880 or something.
Somebody go look at one of the
It's
signs. I don't
something like
know.
that because I don't know where it's at,
Yeah,
What's
but
that
I
one
think it
behind you,
mentions
Denise?
that in here.
yeah, it probably does.
Oh,
Is that the numbers?
No, the old one.
This one?
No,
Yeah.
that's like 60s, I think.
1890.
Good luck reading that, sis.
I've got.
This is from the 60s.
Flat map from 1940.
1890. There you go.
1890. She went to the Facebook page.
Next website.
Oh, okay.
It's like it's got to be written down somewhere.
I just remembered it was
Yeah,
a copy
we can
website.
go-
Dad's on his way. I was just gonna hold out for that.
Before that meeting, then we would have a public hearing at that meeting, and then I think that ordinance could be done the same meeting, but I'm not positive on that one, but I think we could do the same meeting.
So basically, we need paperwork back by the end of the month.
Release.
10 days.
September 5th, for that.
No, that's not, the meeting is the 8th.
15th.
Look at your Mondays.
Labor Day.
Yeah, look at your
It is
Monday.
September
September 8th.
8th. Doesn't mean.
Okay.
So,
I figured you were. Thank you, Nicole.
So you know the gist of what I'm doing, so
okay,
I guess that takes care of me. And I will get this back as soon as I can.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, you
So
can
is
just
there-
bring that in anytime, and then I can work at seeing if getting all the paperwork together and everything, and then it would come back to a public hearing, and then the council would look at everything and decide then if they wanted to vacate it or not.
Okay,
Where'd she go?
I know there's several properties around there that have vacated alleys and stuff like that.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you also, well, that's the whole thing. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna check with the county zoning, because I don't know how far around you have to let other people know that you want to vacate it. I mean, I know you surround the whole
Right.
thing, but I don't know because of the way that it
I'd
is.
be interested in why anybody would want it to go through because it's
Well,
aliens.
I know, but it's
Yeah.
just a matter of having to let other residents in the area to know.
It's just
I
how
agree
it's
with what
written.
you're saying.
Yeah.
But
Plus, Plus we spent,
Because you surrounded, it might not matter.
right,
And it doesn't go all the way to Half Street, so it's not gonna matter to anyone on the other side, so.
right. Yeah, it dead ends into the railroad right away, so.
You still have a manhole in it, so that would be an issue.
You have utilities there.
Well, it has utilities there, but there are utilities. There's nobody else's utilities on it.
But they have to have access.
We have to have
use it.
access.
Wait.
That's what I'm just, you'll need an
Okay,
easement.
but they told me I was responsible, when they moved the meters, they told me we were responsible all the way to the meter. So, and those are not on
So
the
they moved
property.
the meters.
The
Yes.
manholes.
Last time I read meters, they were further up the road. I'm just saying.
Well, the
with
one
the
up there
manhole,
used to
they'll
be
wanna
behind
clean
that
out
door
those.
Yeah,
at one time.
Yeah,
And the other one was on the other side of the street.
yep.
So,
that would be my question, of course, is are we moving the manhole out of his property?
there's
Or
no
Well,
reason
that'll
to
be,
move
that'll
any.
be something you'll have to look at.
I said they'll just want an
Or
easement to get to
they
that
can-
Yeah,
man.
I'll
Can
still need
you-
access, so.
As long as you have access to it, it's not a problem, right?
Yeah.
As long as you own
Right.
it, and when you
But
don't
what if
own it, I
somebody
don't
else owns
have
it?
access, that'd be a problem, so yeah, it depends on how they write it. I
Well, you
guess.
could write it up to easement or the
Yeah.
sewer, utilities, whatever.
Yep.
Right.
And they're all laid right there, pretty much in the same, well, you know, probably 6 foot strip down through there.
Yeah, they're close together.
Yeah,
You just
they're-
have to have it in the wording that in 40 years when they need to do something
Right,
in that manhole,
exactly.
somebody's
I
not gonna
understand
pull a
that,
shotgun.
yes.
Yeah, we have a situation on Center Street where we have a manhole fenced in. And kind of same deal with. Luckily, he's been pretty good about letting us in, so
Right.
hadn't been an issue.
Sinners. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys get to your regular business then. I
Thank you,
won't
sir.
bother you anymore. I will get this paperwork.
Well, hopefully we'll see you next month.
Okay, and you said the 8th, not the 15th.
Right. Hey.
Sounds better.
5 o'clock? Is that,
Yes.
is that the normal time?
Yes.
I didn't know where it changed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I thought maybe so.
Take care.
Mrs. Gray, do you have anything?
Well, I was just gonna ask you, and I know I can wait because
go
I'm
ahead.
not on your agenda, where they took the trees out in front. I thought they were gonna level that down and plant some grass this year. Is that still on the docket?
We were only gonna put dirt on top of what's there, and that's all that's been fitted to do. It can be level, I guess, but I won't have any time for a while, I'm sure.
Goes up like this.
Yeah. Well, it's the grounded tree stump out.
I know they did.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how far down they took it, but.
not very far, I don't think.
Hopefully below the level, so.
Yeah, at least by curb would be bad.
Yeah, but that was intended a little earlier. We've had some personnel changes, and so we haven't got to that. So it's still on the list, and I'll see if we can't take it down a little for you.
That'd be so nice if you could do that. I would do it myself, but I can't do, obviously Bud can't do it, so. Two boys, we got two boys, if they leveled it, could you bring in the dirt?
Yes, we could.
Okay. Perfect,
Okay.
yeah. And Chris and I were talking earlier about weeds and how do you guys enforce that? Do you at all,
We just talked about that last month.
We did.
do you,
When if someone complains or if it's out of hand, which we got a couple that are out of hand that I can't get letters to the people. And I know there's some places on sidewalks and stuff. I send them a letter that says, hey, this is bad. You need to take care of it. Normally they take care of it. At least enough to get away from having to have us take care of it.
yeah,
Except for a couple of the houses, and the mail is awful. I sent our tax paperwork to Ogden, Utah that got there in 7 days, and I've sent 2 letters to 2 different addresses in Indianapolis, and they're still out in mail la la land. And I don't know where they're at. They,
I've heard that there's a lot of trouble with the U.S. mail.
well,
Yes.
evidently in Indianapolis, there's a lot wrong with it because I've been tracking them and it just says they're in transit. That's all it says on both of
So
them.
the
They never-
process is that they get a letter. If they don't comply, they get another letter? Or do we just take care of it?
That's it. In the letter, it says that they have 10 days, or I think it's 10 days to take care of it. And if they don't, then the town is supposed to take care of it.
And they'll mow it, and if we incur a cost, we put lien on their property. Correct?
Correct.
There you go. That's the process.
Well, and I was just wondering, if you ever relied on the county weed control office.
Is that go through zoning or I don't know what department?
Goes
that
through the
is.
commissioners.
I have not, because I'm not knowledgeable on that.
Yeah, we have a guy that's all he does is, enforces that kind of stuff. If you ever need backup, he's pretty successful.
Can you get her his contact information?
Yeah, you just
Because
say that.
they've never met.
Yeah. Or I could ask him to just stop out next time he's out here. I mean,
Like I said, there's two houses. One I can't get a letter to them either because the person passed away, but supposedly his sister or somebody owns the house and
oh, I see. Yeah.
they're just.
I mean,
like-
I don't have any complaints.
Well,
I don't see.
It's currently going to tax sale, probably. So
Yeah. And then as long as I'm here, can I just bring up the animal management stuff?
you can if you want to start up.
That's
Huh? Well, I mean, there's
You can.
I just wanted to kind of keep you abreast. We formed a committee on the county level because since at least 2009, the county has pretty much paid half of the animal control budget, which is managed by the city of Greenfield. And so statutorily, I believe we're only responsible for the unincorporated areas in the county. So, with SCA 1 and everything, how the tax dollars are kind of disappearing quickly, we thought that maybe the incorporated areas would pitch in. And what we talked about was McCordsville, Fortville, New Palestine, and then Spring Lake and the town of Shirley. But Wilkinson was on the list as well. So we went to McCordsville, the town council. The animal management budget is about a million 50 a year, 1,050,000, and we paid 451,000, I think it was, going into the next year, beginning in June, going through the following May. So we approached McCordsville. They had the information that we were given was given off of the CAD system. But what they failed to tell us, it was the sheriff, myself, and someone on the council, Jim Shelby, that between the hours of 8 and 4, most of the general public will call animal control directly and just not go through the CAD system through E911 unless it's like a dog bite or emergency or something like that. Everyone's complained that they can't get animal control out to their areas. And then we looked at Shirley, Spring Lake, the smaller communities that don't have an enormous amount of funds to spare. But so the discussion that we had at that time would be that, once this all plays out, and if Shirley's part of that is $2,000, we can help you on the backside of that with something that you might need. That way everybody's paying, but these smaller communities, we can help you out in another way. So that's kind of where we left it. We need to go back and revisit that, and we intend to do so. We have a new committee member that will help us kind of from the city council. It's going to help us. But, right now, when we started this agreement, New Palestine and Teresa and I were talking, New Palestine, Fortville, McCordsville, they were just postage stamps on the map, and now they are not. And those are the ones that we're really concerned about. But it didn't bode well with the city of the town of McCordsville. when I was there. And so, how we left it, well, January 1, 2026, you're going to have to find your own animal control then, because they were just unwilling. And that is a very rapidly growing area. So,
One of the difficult things is when the county does those type of things, like wanting the corporations to pay for part of that, they don't do it until it's budget season's already there or almost over. So therefore, we don't have it in our budget. We have to find it from somewhere.
well, no, and this would not take place until for now at this point for 2027, because that's why we had started early in the year to allow people time to arrange their budgets. And McCordsville, had kind of had a burr in their butt, and then then their town council started calling everybody else and got everybody else in an uproar without even having the conversations first.
So another question I would have, because you said that the incorporated towns were not included in that. So now they are going to be included in that. Is that what you're saying? But what if they don't want to be included in that? I guess that's kind of what I'm saying.
Well, if they don't want to be included in that, I guess they'd have to look for their own animal control resources, would be my guess.
We don't. I mean, and if we do, they don't come. So
We went through this when
I've
I was on
heard that,
council
yeah.
last time, and I even talked to I think it was the mayor in Greenfield at the time, I don't remember his name. And he was not very nice, but I said, can you give me how many Chuck?
Chuck.
Yeah, that was it. That was his name.
Chuck Fuel.
And I said, can you give us how many times you've even been in Shirley in the last year? So they sent me a spreadsheet, which I probably still have somewhere, but I'm not sure. And I think it was like 3 times in the year they've been out.
Yeah.
Now I know in 2025, I know they've been out here at least once.
Well, yeah, they had to be for that, but that warranted an emergency call.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that
So-
across the street here?
No, it's a
It was.
oh no, was that 2025? So that might be 2 times.
I believe that's 2 now.
Then it's be two.
Yes,
'Cause we had a dog bite on South Street.
yes.
So, and we got all the little bunnies, and with the bunnies, I don't know if you've all noticed, we got the foxes and the coyotes now.
Yep. It's all
Have
one
you-
back here.
Yeah, I mean, they're everywhere. So,
That's how nature works.
Ouch.
That's animal. That's our animal.
Oh,
Once the bunnies leave, the foxes
They go on too.
I don't mind the foxes and the coyotes actually, but they do scare the heck out of you. I was just standing out on my deck at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and here comes a coyote right down the street, and then there goes a bunny. Then they come back this way, and I'm like, so. But yeah, I
What
mean,
was it? Didn't we contact animal management about the rabbits?
yes.
What did they tell us?
Wendell?
You have to have a license to.
Catch 'em.
And
Good luck.
I guess you could reach out.
property, you can catch them yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Take them somewhere.
They were not going to be
But
doing
we
that.
have to get a license if we do it. The town.
Correct.
But what if you hired a licensed fella that can get rid of them?
Then we have
Why?
to find the funds
That-
to pay
Yeah,
the person.
we
to
don't
do
have the
that.
money to do that.
That was the interesting part about calling animal management.
Was
luck.
I
yeah.
love the
Yeah.
bunnies, so
I
you
don't
know,
mind the rabbits.
I don't mind the rabbits at all,
I think
but
it's great.
And I don't think they're as plentiful as they were in the
I don't think so.
spring because
No,
they
we have
used to sit
foxes.
on Main Street in the
Yeah.
street. So
So did my dog.
foxes are helping.
They are helping. Yeah, they are helping. So anyway, that's all I wanted. But don't hesitate. I mean, I live right here, y'all. If you need some backup from the county, we're always there to listen and
Okay.
do what we can
Thank
to
you very
support
much.
you. Hey, thank you. We'll see y'all.
Okay.
I'll have my boys dig that down.
Yeah, I'll come over and coordinate that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll help you with
Yeah, get them boys out of here.
Wendell, will start with you.
it. They started the camera,
Sure.
well, yeah, more than one, but yeah. But, well, what I was gonna tell you, it's really better than we thought it would be. They're looking better than we were expecting worse. And originally they were scanned, and that's why we're looking at a lot of them thinking they're bad. And scans must have failed because they're pretty decent. We have a few that we're gonna have to line, but overall it's looking pretty good.
Good.
And that'll continue on this week and maybe on the next week. Got a water leak at the park. No mapping on that at all. The blueprints, no nothing on that. Believe it's a 3-inch line going up in there. It's on the live side of the shut off in the park, so it's actively leaking. Doing the repair will shut down the shelter house and one customer, and we're planning on doing that Monday.
Monday.
Yeah, trying to avoid cause a problem for the rental on the shelter house. I don't want to interfere with somebody's birthday or wedding. So,
Okay.
The hydrant update, actually, that's ordered on its way. They had it extended way out. It was going to take forever to get the hydrant. Pushed on that a little bit, so it should be in the next 2 or 3 weeks here.
Okay.
Did you order that with a Storks fitting on the big fitting? Okay, thanks.
Kind of like those ones.
I do.
They're wonderful.
I do. If you're gonna get a new one, you might as well get the one you want.
Works for this, yeah.
Saves a lot of time.
And really, that's all I got.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I gotta sneak out.
Okay. Nicole?
This month, we had 76 delinquents, 20 door tags, and 3 shut-offs. That's about all I had.
Okay. Anybody gonna do fire?
I guess I am.
Okay.
Josh had rotator cuff surgery on his right arm a week ago, and he went for his post-op, and they moved him a lot more than he wanted to, so
Big
he's
ouch.
narcotic right now. Okay. You saw the run totals for July. Shreves is in town doing annual service to the trucks. Engine 412, which is the older engine, has a diesel fuel leak at the motor. So it's out of service. We're working on getting it to a mechanic to figure out what we need to do to fix that diesel fuel leak. The other trucks, they're getting the service that we knew we'd have problems with. We got some gauges need replaced, a few things like that. So hopefully in the next week that will be done. And then it'll be doing the pump testing, which we'll coordinate with Wendell to get out to the ponds to draft water to do that. Station update. Waiting on contractor is a little bit false. Josh has new plans. He was going to have printed out to show you tonight. I have them on my phone if you want to look at the little screen. They've got it pretty much the way, he's got it arranged the way we want it. We made a couple changes about a month ago. It's been through the architect. They're getting ready to put the plans through the state level. He's already talking to his excavators and talking to permits at Hancock. He believes he can start breaking ground after Labor Day.
Okay.
So that's coming
It's gonna
quick.
be quick. Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you guys saw plans? Okay, so it's probably going to be close to that. Did it have red doors and gray block?
So, yeah.
Okay, that's the front pretty much looks the same. We just manipulated some rooms off to the side for mechanics. We added a shower. We had 2 toilets. We took out one and added a shower stall.
Okay.
So if you're just completely filthy nasty,
Yeah.
decon before you go home.
Yeah.
Things like that. So there aren't any major changes from what you saw most likely.
Okay.
And as soon as we get a printed version, get that up so you guys can review them. But that's where that's at. Let me double check because I wasn't coming. He just texted me when I was on the way home. So just a second. He does have there was a 5-gas meter that was repaired. I had the invoice on my phone, but he didn't get that to Teresa in time for claims. So that's been repaired. We did get our 2 sets of turnout gear that we had approved a while back. That came in this last week.
Yeah, it's in the claims.
Okay. That should be everything we have on the fire department, except for Saturday at the fire station is a hog roast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a question.
After you're done with that, you can go to the Christian church for ice cream in the parking lot Saturday night.
Okay, so,
Question.
and I think it was brought up in a meeting, but maybe not. Maybe I just heard it on the TV. Isn't there a bill or something they're talking about combining all these small fire departments?
The state is trying
So
to
I wonder how that
shove-
was going to affect, because if you guys are going to spend,
Well, that's a good question because the state is trying to eliminate townships, so that would reroute all fire departments. And the general direction the state is leaning towards is making the responsibility of the county commissioners. So the county commissioners, actually, Bill Spalding met with almost all of the township trustees of Hancock County a month ago or so, close to a month ago, just to kind of see where everybody's at. The original position of the commissioners has been, we have enough garbage that we're in charge of. We don't want to be the county fire department. But that's what's getting shoved down through the budget system. So that can come out several different ways. If they do away with township government, like they keep screaming, Buck Creek Township doesn't have a town, so they'll have to put it somewhere under somebody else's umbrella. Sugar Creek Township's in the same boat. Town of Shirley owns their fire department. So the county could just contract to the town to take care of Brown Township, much like the township does already with the two communities.
So they would leave both Wilkinson and Shirley.
Maybe.
When
know.
I was reading about it, there's like they were gonna like eliminate a lot of.
They've also talked about if your township is under X number of citizens, we're going to take Greensboro and Wayne Township and make one.
Yeah, that's what I was.
That's also on the table at the state level.
So they could basically say, well, you got Shirley and you got Wilkinson, so we're going to take Wilkinson, and that's what I was
They
trying to
could,
get
but
at.
the town can maintain it because we can maintain our own fire department because we're town owned. We're not. We might not leave the town.
So
of
if
Shirley.
you're town owned,
Yes,
you're in better shape than.
your fire department can stay your fire department. Now, whoever takes care of Brown Township could change by whoever's in charge of that township.
Okay. So we might not be able to go over there.
We may not get the money from that. Yeah.
Okay.
So that, and this may be a 5-year plan, 10-year plan, 5-year plan. The Kernan Shepherd report, which is what says get rid of townships, is 25 years old. They've been pushing it this long and have gotten this far. So it may not be in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Definitely not mine.
I'm not putting a counter on you. You may outlive me. We just,
Don't start that.
yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
You never know what tomorrow brings. Let's just say that.
Exactly.
Go there.
Andy, did you want to mention the lit out of Henry County?
I can. Henry County Council and Commissioners are doing their public safety lit, and they do it completely different than Hancock County. But next year, the fire department itself should be bringing $4,700. Is that the right number?
47.
We should be getting $4,700 for the year from Henry County from their lit funds for the fire department. They had some property value and census numbers formula that DLGF gave them, and they have distributed that. Like Knightstown's getting $50,000 because we don't have that much in Henry County.
Yeah, that's true.
We maybe have 200 people on the Henry County side of town, I'm guessing. That's so we will be getting that. The fire department has also applied. They have a separate EMS lit that we have applied for, and we are trying to get money through Henry County EMS lit to help provide for the ambulance service.
That would be nice.
Right now, Newcastle EMS and Henry County EMS are the only two providers that get money for that. They want more money, so they're including Middletown and us to try and pressure the county to do more. We'll see how that plays out. There's I think it's in September.
Do you get some now? From
No, we get 0 for EMS.
Okay.
So this will be a new revenue.
So that doesn't mess with the Greensboro, with the fire protection.
Contract? No.
Yeah. I didn't think it did, but I would.
The only way it could, and there was some discussion that there are some vindictive township trustees in Henry County that said if you get $4,700 from the county, then I'm going to take $4,700 out of your budget. That's about what we're getting out of Greensboro. So there were some other townships that had some very big problems that they were looking at and weren't going to be able to make happen. That's where that's at.
You just left it running, right?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
You'll just hit the video camera and it'll stop.
Thanks.
How did I not know we had this?
I don't know. It came on.
Oh, it says there's a fire in Madison County.
You need to go?
Well, that's what I'm looking at. Yes.
Okay. Be
Towards
careful.
truck stop. Yep.
Be safe.
All right. It's south of truck stop.
Oh,
It's a
Not Madison County.
It's all confusing now.
that'd be Henry.
Madison.
That's right.
Henry County.
He said Madison County.
I know.
Yeah.
He said
She said Madison County.
it said south of the truck stop. That's Henry County.
You gonna do the police?
I'm doing the police.
Okay.
I'm reading this because it just said on my desk. Oh, I know what he's talking about. The sign at the Veterans Memorial that's on the cement slab. 2 people have come in, he said, and complained about it, and he's even noticed it, that it sits too far of the road, so if you're coming up South Street, it kind of hinders your
The one that's been there for
Year and a half.
year and a half. People were starting to yell about it whenever they were put in. I don't know how long ago, but anyway, they want to move back out of their way. So
They didn't have to. What, they went through all of that, I thought. Anyway, and this is just a personal thing. When I saw that Brian had that, I thought, I drove by it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
You can see clear down to the fire station.
if you pull up,
Well, yeah, but I mean, not even pulling up that far, you can see pretty well. It's not, like if there was a parked car there.
How many
it'd
accidents
be
have
the
been
same.
there?
I don't think we've had any accidents on
Okay.
the street
No.
that I know.
Okay, that's good.
But, like if people are parking for the pizza shop or whatever, you get the same thing. And then I noticed over on Walnut Street, of course, they're supposed to be taking the trees
Short
out.
cars too are probably having a little more problem.
Yeah,
Taller ones.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
I was in my car, so I don't care what they do, but it'd be a lot to have to move it. And didn't the visionary, that was part of the.
That's part of the
stuff.
trail stuff. Frisbee golf. Because Brian's been over there playing softball and people have been, I guess, talking to him about frisbee golf. Why can't we put one of those into the park? And I told him, I said I'd mention it at the visionary meeting. I don't know that the town would have enough money to
Change their mind.
Okay,
even go that route.
Well, there's the man right there.
What's that?
well,
Frisbee golf at the park.
Frisbee
I said I
golf.
was going to bring it up at the visionary meeting. but
Okay.
Brian put it on his because people are asking about it.
So how much does it cost?
I have no idea how much. this
Bingo.
is. I
looking, just quick looking, anywhere between 4 to 8,000.
for one net.
No,
Oh.
9.
For 9? That's not so bad.
9 to 18.
I think we should tell those.
We definitely have room.
If they want to head it up and start helping with it, yeah, right. Know what I mean?
If somebody asks for something, invite them to the meeting.
They didn't ask me to ask
Oh.
Brian.
Yeah, it was.
Well, then tell Brian to tell them.
He knows nothing about
It was-
visionary meetings, but okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And that might be something also to put out on Facebook. I don't know, consensus. Maybe, I don't know. And the other thing on here was the lease program. Guys are gonna talk to Dennis about it and let Brian know.
Okay.
It's last week, so if he wanted to know what.
Have you seen Dennis? Hopefully, we can talk about that in our executive meeting.
Okay.
I'll have to look and see if it can.
We can talk about it.
Oh,
We-
there's only certain
we can
things you
just
can
say-
talk about. Yes.
Yeah.
Really to me, already.
I guess so, because you guys got this thing, you right, you mailed him this
Yeah.
thing that he does.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
emailed it to them.
Okay. I'm done.
What'd you guys decide on the sign at Veterans Memorial?
Basically, it's not a problem.
There's not been any accidents.
If
there.
I park in front of it, I'm blocking it just as bad as. That's kind of where I was at on it. I can park my truck there and make a bigger block. If you're taking the sign out for vision, we need to block parking there or restrict it.
Exactly.
Okay. Because I really don't want to hand mix that concrete again. You know, Brian's had any luck with on South Street by the Christian church.
Yes.
There's an alley behind the church.
Yeah.
There's a truck parked the wrong way at the top of the hill.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Last fall, there was a girl who rode her bicycle down the hill of the alley.
Got hit on
And
it.
got hit because trucks there, nobody could see her coming. Is there any way he can get that thing moved? Cause I think it's plate
I think they
expired in
can, I think
23.
they can, can't they tag it and then they've got 72 hours or something?
Yes.
It's a pretty obvious truck to get out of the way,
Yeah.
but vehicles like that on the roadway would really need to
That's
get out of
not
the
right
roadway.
by Christian Church.
Yeah, it's on South Street. I think the house that's there
I'm
is
sure he knows which one it is.
201 Illinois Street, I think is the actual address of the house.
Yeah.
But that truck itself is
Say something
really bad.
It is.
I know they can't go on.
Can't go on private property. This one's on the street.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this,
you
his,
can- you can see it up.
he's not on private
Yeah,
property.
you can drive by in the alley and see the license.
Well, you can do that with Mason Maynard's junk truck too, but it's still there.
Yeah, I'd put a tag on
Tag
it
it.
for me, because I've told him multiple times he needs to figure something out. He told me it was in a driveway. I said, "No, it's not. It's sitting on a concrete pad that used to be a garage." Well, that makes it void. I said, "No, it doesn't. It's still in the yard."
Well, it's still, if it's not plated too.
It's not, you can see from the alley.
Yep. Those are always a constant sweep. That
Yes.
gotta keep things cleaned out.
That's something that can be tagged.
Are you ready for me? I sent you guys some reports. I didn't send them all to you like I thought I did, but because I forgot the appropriation report. But everything seems to be going okay. There's some that's running, the percentages are a little bit lower than what they should be, but not too many, and it usually evens out in the category. I don't know if there's anything you guys had questions on as you were looking through there or anything. Becky, I forgot to print this all. Becky usually goes through, like I send her all the appropriations, like a full, what is it, probably 30 pages. And of all the appropriations, and they're all in these different categories and where we spend, she kind of just reviews them, kind of our internal controls to make sure they're in the right places and all of that. She also does the same with receipts, money that come in. And we sign off on that as part of our internal controls, of which I was going to bring in here to show to you. Also, some budget discussion. I've given you guys. I sent an email to you, but I also made hard copies of a spreadsheet showing percentage increases. You guys can talk about that. It's kind of already in the budget to kind of put it in there, but we'll have to do the salary ordinance before the end of the year. And I thought this just gives you some time to think about it and everything. And then at the bottom, as you see, I put in the total cost that we're paying. This is per month. That's per month. That's what the cost of insurance for those people are. It's only full-time employees. This is what the town paid per month, and this is what the employees paid per month. Okay. And then this over here's the yearly cost. And I can't remember if it's that yearly cost or if it's
You said that was
employer and yearly, or the town yearly cost. I forget how I did that. But that's what that is. And then this column shows, so if you give this much of a raise, this is how much deferred comp will cost on each side for this person. So that, because the deferred comp is 5% on all of employees except for Brian, and his is 6%. And of course that's over there. Yeah. So if the pay increases, the deferred comp actually increases as well. So, and fortunately, Colton is still young enough to be on his parents' insurance, so he does not have our insurance yet. So that's kind of what that is. We talked about large purchases and things for fire and police and all that at the last meeting. I sent those to Janet, like turnout gear and things like that. The car for our vehicle, I should say car, but the vehicle for the police that's gotta go into the budget, different things like that, so. Pretty much everything that I know of has been sent there.
Is this monthly?
Is this what?
Monthly for the employees.
Yes, overall. It's actually, I think it's 1,400. I don't know why it says 12, because when I did this, it said 12. But I thought, when I did that the other day, I thought it was 14. But, yeah. The employees pay 20%, town pays 80%, which is different than when we first came in. It was, we either paid 100% or it was 90-10. Remember which one. A lot of towns pay 100% medical. And that's employee plus spouse. Well, it says over there, doesn't it? Yeah. So that kind of, I don't know if you have any more questions on any of that. And then I gave you what the fire department is getting currently, and those have not been changed since the 21 salary ordinance that took effect in 22. I think is what that was. So. And the comp time, Wendell has 27, Colton has 2. And then,
I don't know about the rollover and stuff like that at the end of the year.
for the comp time, yes, I told him. And it also, he has a copy of the employee manual as well.
Okay.
Let me see if there was something else financial I wanted to. Sure. Again, on Bryce, that is still in what's that word? Litigation. Yes, litigation. And so that's still can't be talked about right now. The animal ordinance, I did start working on that this last month, and I'll have it for September. I hope to work on it next week while I'm at the conference of an evening. I still need that. I need to ask Dennis for that evaluation. And I don't know where Wendell's at on that sewer connection thing. New Jersey fence has been moved. So that is completed. I can take that one off. I just want to let you guys know that. Still looking, trying to get quotes on that sewer connection on North Pennsylvania. I will also say the water that he was talking about for on North Railroad. I had another person come in and ask about that. Evidently, the one guy must have said that he didn't want it, and somebody else does now. Because he was asking about a modular, and I just gave him all the county stuff that he needs to go by. So people are looking at this property, and even like these 2 properties right here, these are the 2 properties I've been having questions about as well, which is why we're talking about that. The sewer line stops at Josh's house, it doesn't go all the way down. So that's why I keep trying to get that accomplished, because that would bring more people and would help our wastewater and all of that. I'm still about the same place that I was before with vegetation. I can't get a hold of anybody or find anybody or with letters and things. Most of them have been taken care of, except for like 2 or 3. The one is the house behind us, and then the one at the corner of South Railroad and Pennsylvania, and the one at the corner of New Jersey. Is it New Jersey? And no, it's Alabama and Lee. Alabama and Lee. Those are the ones that I know are bad, and I can't. I just Herb has mowed the fronts of them so that you can see around. And then I had a complaint about the sidewalks on South Street, right in front of where we had that house that we owned. You guys,
Corner of Pennsylvania and
yes,
South.
Pennsylvania and South Street.
Along the alley.
Their shrubs and stuff are coming out onto the sidewalk.
It's like totally covered in the sidewalk.
So there's that.
When I was
So
walking
we have
the
to
blood
write
clot, I
to
used to bring the clippers.
What?
I'm
Yeah,
about
when-
I'm about
If
to.
they're on
We
actually
can
city property.
trim them back.
I'd
They're
cut it and just
supposed
left
to.
Yeah.
Yes, we can. And does the tree still need trimmed at Delaware and South
Yes.
as well?
Yes, badly.
Okay. Alabama and South needs it because you can almost cover the stop sign
Yes.
Okay. So we do
westbound.
And
You
then
know
near White Street and South Street, there's a whole pumpkin vine patch growing over the
Where's
entire
that at?
sidewalk. By the dumpster near the alley on South Street, right by
Smith's?
yes,
Lisa Smith's?
yeah,
That's
Lisa's
probably
place.
Lisa's, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a whole pumpkin
I
patch
think
growing over.
So go into the alley.
Yeah, and across the entire sidewalk. It's like 6 inches from the road.
No, went into the sidewalk too.
You can't get anything down that sidewalk.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Just run over.
I don't want to tear up my nice stroller or
I
get
didn't mean
ticks.
stroller, I meant, yeah. Because I would be surprised if kids don't run over bikes or something. They probably do.
They probably do, but
Right.
yeah, that's
You
fair.
want, so how do you, I mean, I don't want to do anything about it or just have maintenance take care, what do you want to do? I guess. Or don't.
There was a lot.
The bushes that are in the sidewalk and the tree at Delaware and so.
I guess if Irv has time, then I do.
Whoever has time.
I know it's not gonna like it, but
Well,
South Street.
that's what I hear a lot is, well, we don't have time to do that, so.
but instead of sending letters, could we have an officer deliver it
Yes,
to
Oh, yeah.
you just have to get to do it.
bring it up and
Those get mild or what your stone to use.
They can do a letter and they can give it to each person that has those properties.
Hmm.
Drinks at night.
So,
So that way first, and if they don't.
I will listen back to this, and before the end of the week, I will get the pieces that's been.
Okay.
ask Lisa and
Too late now, the clock.
Okay. It's fast. I did
Oh, it did.
the revisions on the employee manual. I changed more than what I told you I was going to because I went in and looked and on the part-time we had changed that to 10, but when we brought her in it was 14. So I just put the 14 in there if you want to approve that. And then I put in, the yellow was already there. I put in all full-time employees after 90 days employed are enrolled in the deferred compensation. Then this hadn't been in there because we also pay $25,000 for voluntary life and accidental death for our full-time employees. It's like $4 a month, I think, or something like that we pay. It's been that way for a while. And those were the only things that I have changed. Sometime we need to probably, because I don't think that it's in here, we need to. I don't know how you guys do it. You work with like a disciplinary action. Like if you get one write-up, you get this. 2 write-ups, you get that. I don't know.
Progressive discipline, what that's called.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aggressive discipline.
Progressive.
aggressive.
Progressive.
I like aggressive. Can we go that
Sorry, Andy, you're out. It's aggressive.
way? It's aggressive. Get lost.
Side.
So if you want to approve that, and then if you get me a copy of, because I don't know how to word that. I would just changes to
Right.
employee. You could do
I can make a motion for the changes in the employee handbook.
You're fired from
All
your
in
volunteer
favor?
position.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Let's go.
because I already just mentioned that too. So.
Yeah. That's on record.
Andy and I both received an email. Did I send you guys that email? I did, didn't I? They just want letters of approval. So me and my new friend got together and created a letter of intent. You can glance through it. My new friend is called AI.
Oh dear.
It's only my friends sometimes. I don't always like AI. I do it and then I read through it.
That's how it's supposed to be used. Please continue.
I don't, yeah. There's a lot of things you could do with the AI that really kind of can be scary, so.
You can get emails that says,
So
yes, I
instead
can
of
draft
sending
an
it to
email for
Andy
you.
or Chantel, I used AI. I like it. I thought you might.
I also spoke to Dennis Westridge, president of the Octagon House, and he's okay with them. They're going to send a letter, and we're also going to send one through Visionaries to help them with their grant process on continuing that over.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
and the county is planning on is extending the trail through the Octagon House property on through
To
down
New Jersey
the-
Street.
to New Jersey Street, and they're
Correct.
going to. My understanding is they're paying for it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
So
Thank you, Simons.
yeah, that would be nice. It's got your name on it. So yes.
They're what? Yeah.
Letter. I just put our internal controls in writing this week and had Brian and Becky and Nicole and myself read through them and sign them. It's just like, what do we do with the cash drawer? What do we do with the receipts? What Becky and I do, and it's all written out and needs approved. I probably should send it to you so you have time to read it, and then we can approve it at the September meeting.
Okay. It'll be fun.
So there's that. Local complaints. I have a picture of this one. The blocks across from Tech Castings is by your house. Here's a picture. I had Wendell Davis.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting little memorial.
Has it gotten more than it was before? So it's
Yes.
in the right of way. And like if there was a sidewalk going through there
Snowplow would put it
yeah.
out of the way too.
And
I'm
this
not
is
sure
the
what
other side.
point
It's
it's-
the house between
Yes,
Right
I know where
next
it's
to
at.
Andy.
Yeah, I know where it's at.
So this is
Jason's
part of
sitting
it.
so
Robin, you've probably seen it. You go by that way, don't you?
No.
she goes straight, she doesn't
I
turn
don't like
right.
to get
Oh.
trapped like the other house on shit.
Oh,
It's a dangerous
We
zone.
throw
It's
tomatoes.
there forever.
there's
Yeah,
two
they talk a
pictures-
lot.
Two different pictures there.
The Midwest
So
goodbye.
then it's right across from.
Is that what that's called?
So do we need to send a letter to say they need to back off, 5 feet off the road?
I have to see. I don't know what
What's the easement?
right of way is.
It's not a permanent structure, they're just stacked there, so I don't know what the legal ramifications are. I mean,
Still, like you said, snowplow.
if the snowplow comes through there, it's getting shoved out in the yard.
Yeah.
Well, and
But
I think the complaint came from Tech Castings probably because of truck drivers. I'm guessing.
and she might have put them there because Tech
That's
Castings
Well,
gets
that's
off the
kind
grass.
of what I thought too.
So I don't know what the discussion there is.
So should we do nothing or do something?
Look at what your ordinances say
Well, yeah.
regarding a non-permanent structure and go from there.
There is.
You can put things in the right of way as long as they're not permanent.
It's
Yeah.
not permanent.
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
they're not, like,
permanent,
set.
but they're right out at the edge of the road,
Yeah.
so they're kind of a traffic hazard if you bobble off the road just a little bit.
So why
Well,
does
that's a nice letter
just go
saying,
speak to the people?
hey, we're looking out for your monument or whatever you want to call that.
I would
And
think that-
winter's coming.
I would think one of the council people could go talk to whoever these people are. I don't know them and ask just.
We don't want this to get
Especially
destroyed
the-
by a
the
snowplow.
Nut garden that's there.
The what?
I didn't know there was this one.
I'm coming over.
Oh yeah, there's gnomes, there's
They keep it
solar
up, don't
lights,
they?
there's she painted the block black.
I'm coming over. I gotta see this.
You've not seen Nomeo?
No.
No.
I also just don't go down your corner.
Yeah.
Now that the Lee Street's back open, you just.
Yeah, you just kind of.
But
I would say it's probably worth just a discussion to see what she may be doing it in protest of them being off the edge of the road, which is a whole nother discussion point. I've had talks with Tech Castings. They use the stone in front of my house. He promises he'll put it back when he crushes it to powder and it goes away. So I'm okay with it coming over that and backing in. But I want to talk to him about it.
Did
Right.
you notice before she put this up that they were in the
They
yard?
did a lot when they were using that original loading dock.
They don't use
They were
it
in and out of
often.
there a lot, but they're not using it hardly at all now. So I don't know.
I didn't
Like I
think
said,
so.
I don't know if she's done it because they're getting off, or just because she thinks it's pretty and she wanted to put it out there. I really don't know what the mindset is there. So
'Cause they
it's
really
probably
don't
worth
use
a
that.
discussion before you really.
Yeah.
Just a
Get formal on it.
conversation.
Jason is sitting as his name, and I cannot think of his wife's first name.
Does it start with an M?
I was thinking an R.
Oh.
Rhonda. Or,
Well, y'all aren't together, are you?
no, we're
No,
not there.
no, we're
They're
not.
very quiet. They do not talk much.
Very nice when I have
Yeah.
talked to them,
They're
but
just to
I
themselves.
cannot remember her
They're
name.
walking up and down the.
What?
Do they have a little kid?
No.
No. Okay.
Jason's my age. His wife's son, he walks the streets a lot, and he's a little
He's
bit.
an adult.
No, this is like.
Okay, no, this is an adult.
From the council, could you
He's
talk
had
to
some
them?
troubles.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on my side. Should make demos.
You should.
How's your chemo level? You think it's talking to somebody?
We could just say our concern is that the snowplows could shut it
Okay.
over.
We
Are they-
well, when
But
snow
they
time
will.
comes, it's definitely going to get snow
Yeah.
rolled up in.
Are they
Absolutely.
normal hour people or
What's
are they
that?
normally home normal hours?
Yeah, they're normal
I think
hours. He
so.
used to be an overnighter. I think they're normal hours now.
I can do
The next one is roosters, and I
Roosters?
am not complaining. I will tell you that. But I have a neighbor that's complained, and a husband that said something. Because again, it's by my house. My thought, I have a thought about this whole
It's
rooster.
Robin.
In the ordinance, we said no roosters.
We did.
Correct.
So my thought is,
So when you're
why don't
playing
we
outside and all you hear is.
Yeah, I think that at the Wisman house, they're on the corner. I know
The corner of Alabama and South.
Mary's old house.
Mary's old
Mary
house.
Beth.
There you go.
At Wisman.
Okay. Now we're on the same page.
And I think Mrs. Monahan's house, they have chickens now too. I think they might have a rooster. I think there's two.
Okay, where's
But
that?
I also know that's
North
the
of
one that you were
Teresa,
gonna buy.
too.
The first one you were going to buy on my street.
Has a
Next.
there's
Gotcha.
trailer, house,
Oh,
trailer,
yeah.
Teresa.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Well, I thought she
continue.
would know when I said it was the one she was going to buy.
You know how many houses we looked at in
This
this
is
town?
true. This is true.
A
And
lot.
out of town.
But
and-
Everywhere.
and also Molly still has one, doesn't she?
It's an event.
Those are three that I know of. I don't know anybody else. My thought is, why don't we take the ordinance, the chicken part of the ordinance, highlight roosters, put it on Facebook, put it at the post office, and put it on the town hall,
Okay.
Make it so.
and
Do
make
it.
it
And
hope that people will see it and really say, "Oh, I need to get rid of my rooster."
It's not going to happen, but it's a good thought.
Start there and move.
Yes, it's a
then
start.
60 days.
Yes.
Call Elma
Yes.
management and tell them they need to get rid of the rooster.
Yes.
You
Good
can start
luck.
billing me.
Yeah, 'cause we're going to have to start paying for it.
And then I do have fees if you don't want to do that.
Yeah, start
So-
there.
I was just trying to think of a nicer way to do it.
Advertising your ordinances does not hurt,
Yeah.
especially when there's a need for the people to
And
know
that
what those
the chicken
ordinances
one's just the chicken portion of the animal ordinance is
It's
just
not,
a
yeah,
one page.
it is.
So it would be easy. I
Right.
can highlight rooster and 6 chickens. And
It could be a weekly thing on the Facebook page.
Did you know that this
This
is an
week's
ordinance?
snippet.
Yeah.
That'd be
you
kind
know
of fun, though,
Mhm.
You
honestly.
can't let your grass grow this high.
Let's
just
start that.
because you live in Indianapolis.
Did you know that you cannot have sheep within the town limits?
They're gone.
Woo!
Sheep are gone too.
Your own
Catch
house.
it, pick it up, and throw it over the fence.
Yeah.
The sheep, the sheep
Do it.
have left their.
The sheep
acreage.
have left the
Okay.
town.
Yes.
Yay!
I thought it.
It probably had something to do with when they got an ordinance violation for $150 because 3 of them, and they kept getting out, and Roger finally gave them an ordinance violation.
We love a good ordinance violation.
I was trying for Roger to go catch him.
I need video of that.
Well,
Please
Billy's
call
gonna
for
turn it
fire.
over because he's the one that had put it back in. So anyway, they've been taken care of.
I want to see Roger chase the sheep, though.
I am making sure.
This is one good thing.
What?
You added stuff.
Oh, I did. Just the chickens and that a couple of things. Well, those kind of came in today, and I added something over here too. The Hydra update. But yeah, I don't think I have any more.
Did you say anything about the lifesaver
I
thing?
don't have any more wonderful things to share with you.
I have a positive note. We thought we were gonna have to take a fire, but hog roast is Saturday. We are presenting some of what
Well,
Saturday. Yeah, at 4 o'clock. The hog roast, we are going to be presenting lifesaver awards to some of our members and some of Wilkinson's members. Recognized by the state for a cardiac arrest save patient that has come back to normal state of living for them. So we did get those in from the state. We have I don't have them with me. Handful of our guys and a handful of Wilkinson guys that are going to be presented with those on Saturday.
Good job.
So we're pretty proud of that.
Yes, I would be too.
So anybody that can be there needs to be there.
Yeah, come support the fire department. Also, we have good food if you want to. Darn, me too. It's called the hog roast.
Okay, now the question is just better finish. Then are the fire station?
Well, since I said that you first.
Yeah, we get a 2-for-1.
10 of the like that would be
This one I think.
I haven't seen.
See, if I was going to a family reunion for the other side of my family, I'd go to the hog roast instead. It's all how you look at it.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Right,
it's
right.
like family, right?
Mhm.
This is the letter that you signed earlier.
This one.
Do you have the?
No, I'll let you know it later.
Okay,
Hey, it's been a day.
yeah. I'd like to make a motion to approve the payroll allowance docket.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I'd like to make a motion to approve claims to be paid.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Motion approved. Anything else?
Yes, I just came from the open house for the data center
I have.
that Knightstown is
I should've-
discussing.
Yeah, we got it.
Well,
What's that?
he's probably has more information than
Yeah.
I went to.
Oh, okay. Did you talk about it when I wasn't here?
No,
Okay.
I just,
She had flyers.
Okay, this is all from the developer, so everything's positive and go lucky. But the discussion I had with one gentleman that they have hired as a media consultant is the improvements in rural America that these things can bring. According to the developers and the county commissioners and the county council people that I talked to at the open house, there is no tax abatement. There is no TIF currently for this area. There's one out there, but not, if it's on this property, it's only part of this property. So they are saying, and the developer saying he is not going to ask for any of those tax incentives to build this building. If that's the case, it's low traffic, it's no semis, it's not bringing a lot of jobs, but the county tax level that it's going to fund is going to be significant. And they're also promising, and it's promises, however, the county council people that I talked to said they can include these promises into the planned unit development ordinance. They will be doing money in lieu of taxes to help with things in the community. Knightstown says they're gonna tell them they have to put $26 million into their water and sewer. They're not gonna run water and sewer. Wow. And the developer is saying, okay, we'll discuss that. So
Could be worse.
that's how bad they want it out there. They also said, we're awful close to Shirley. We should probably look at them too.
When did you go?
I just came from there before I came here. Talk to your cousin.
Well, I'm glad I didn't go when you went.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is they are pulling out all the stops to be nice to everybody. They are not planning to drill their own water. They want municipal water, and they are willing to put money into municipal water systems to upgrade to get them what they need. They are also planning to tap into the gas pipeline and create their own electricity. So the electrical grid out here shouldn't really be negatively impacted. It should, They're thinking they'll make more than they need and put money into the electrical grid so they can get some credit. So if we are looking at trying to run water and sewer that direction, the council may want to consider talking to them to see if they would help us get that direction. They're willing to put $26 million into Knightstown's rickety old system. Our system's twice what they've got, or ability wise. If we're pumping water down there, we need another treatment plant, a couple more wells, and a tower. But distance wise to the speedway, we're about dead heat. And we're on this side of the interstate. So you don't have to bore under the interstate.
Get closer.
I'm just saying. And if you could get easement through property, we'd be a lot closer. Follow the roads, we're close. If you go by as crow flies, if you could get those easements, it'd be even better. But things to consider if you're interested. Now it's time to start making those phone calls, and I got somebody's name in my pocket.
I went about 1:30ish or so,
Mhm.
and that's when I saw Janine when she kept saying that she had talked to me. That's where I saw her at. Anyway, I asked that question. I'm like, I said, why Knightstown? I said, why have you not
Reached out.
to other communities? I said, and it's on the other side of the interstate where they're looking at, and the guy says, well, we're not opposed to that. And then he goes, are you from Shirley? And I said, yes, and here's my card. And here's my maintenance guy's card.
Who'd you talk to? Chris King.
The tall guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is the head dude of Surge Development.
Yeah.
He lives in Shelbyville and he owns Runnabong Construction, which is a large firm.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
He's the head dude on this.
He has my cards, but it would be great if we had some counsel that could talk to them.
If you guys are wanting to get that direction, this is probably your opportunity to get in early.
Yeah.
Because right now, nothing's been signed, nothing's been filed, even at the county level for variances or zoning or anything yet.
And there is.
They're trying to get in Hancock County. They tried to do the ordinance and then get everybody on board, and it blew up in their face. So here they're trying to talk to people and then go for the ordinance.
Janine also said their whole way of explaining it is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it's nothing like what they had in Hancock County.
Right. They thought they had a slam dunk and they just moved forward.
Yeah.
Randy Sarl screwed that up.
The big concern, from what I understood, and I don't know a lot about aquifers, that was draining the aquifers and things like that. Yeah. Chris said they are only going to use about 8,000 gallons of water a day. Yeah.
They're planning to have a closed loop system.
Yes.
So it wouldn't be drawing water all the time. They would have to refill it periodically. Chillers for all that.
It's like a giant computer room.
It is. It's a massive.
That's what it is. It's a massive computer.
So the chillers is what they're needing the water supply for. They're building the building, hoping they're going to build the building when they get somebody that's going to be a tenant. So they don't have like the name of the equipment and the exact numbers. But in the PUD, the county people are telling me they can lock it in, says it will use X amount of utility, X amount of water, X amount of this, so that they can lock that in and they can't come back and change it.
It's 585 acres that they're looking at putting it on, and I thought that I heard one of them say it was like they could have up to 200 or 300 people that they would be hiring.
Possibly. Between the landscapers, the security guys, the maintenance crew, and the IT, maybe. That's
Stretching it a lot.
It is, but I mean, if you
takes care of
it's
itself.
588 acres. That's multiple buildings. So just to maintain the buildings, maybe 200 people. It's not a high employee. That's why I say if you do the tax abatements and you do the TIF, you're not gaining anything.
Right.
But if you're going to get the taxes off of it, and you're going to get if you're just going to get the taxes off of it, it's a huge assessed value increase on that farm ground that will help with taxes if they don't screw that up. So
yeah, but their plan right now is.
I don't love the idea, but if they're gonna make that not farm ground around the interstate, this is one of our better uses for the property instead of an Amazon where you've got 1,000 semis a day and 2,000 people coming in and out working that have a headache every 30 minutes. You got to send an ambulance for.
Well, and
I might quit.
Or fights. Yeah, they had a gunfight at the one Amazon place and the guy killed himself. Or one guy shot another one in the parking lot because they got a fight up front of Amazon.
They've had couple stabbings at a few too.
They had a couple stabbings. They had a
And-
semi guy didn't know what to do, so he got out of his truck, got run over by a
I
car.
copied it for you. I have the pictures on my computer.
This does not have the tracking for that.
I just in reality, I mean, and I used to think, and maybe it still will, that it would take 25 years for all this growth to come out this way.
Nope.
You know, because it took Fort Bill and them so long, but now because we've had so many people calling us, well, it's not a big number, but for us, it's a big number.
The uptick has been significant for our
Yes.
area.
For the property over here, you know, people are interested in it, and both places, and people are looking to come out.
They're building buildings in Mount Comfort, apartment buildings. A single bedroom apartment for $1,300 a month.
Yep.
They're looking for housing that's not a single bedroom and is for $1,300 a month. I want something that's got a couple bedrooms and some grass. They're looking out further for that kind of thing. That's why you're getting those phone calls.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the houses right there in Kenner. They are selling for $4.99.
They're not very good houses.
No,
No,
They look good, but they're not built very.
no, they're not.
The ones in the Lake Estates or
Yes.
Yeah.
whatever, because that is one of the
That's
builders
one of
that
the guys that's interested in
wanted
stuff.
to
Yeah,
build over here.
he's not going to be able to build like that with the Hancock County building zone.
Oh no, I know.
Mm-mm. It won't
Quality
work.
is going to have to increase.
But anyway,
So, just like everybody else, I'm going to leave.
This
Bye.
meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
You can keep that.
so I need to be in tune with Dennis's schedule and
Julie.
Robin's and Julie's. Robin, give me your best days. I mean, I don't mean like
Anything but
dates.
Tuesday.
I know she said
Anything
not
No Tuesday.
no Tuesday.
I can do Monday. We can do the other days: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Yep.
even Friday.
And
it's gotta be after 4:45.
Minutes.
okay, that's what I was wondering on
Monday,
your
Wednesday,
time.
Thursday. We'll do that.
So if I do